On Southside Boulevard for another episode of Shark Bites. I'm Catherine Cavallo, filling in for Joe Talentino. Coach, we are officially halfway through the season. I want to take this time to do a little recap of everything that's happened over these past 10 weeks. I know, right?
How much time you got? It's a lot.
Right? So week 1, star wide receiver defensive back Darian Townsend goes down with a season-ending injury.
Yeah, that was a shocker because I'd put so much weight on him, and he was a huge, with the Nets this year and the Nets going up, he was a huge return specialist, and, but then when it happened, I was like, oh, here we go again, but then, of course, it caused us to change some things. Cameron Solomon moves into the offensive specialist position, and now he's leading the league in every single statistical category.
Week 2. Oh. I know, right? Week 2, season opener in the Shark Tank. Khalil McLean, rookie, has this amazing game. 5 touchdowns. Goes down with another season-ending injury.
He was my pride and joy because we found him at a free agent camp, and he's an unbelievable person, an outstanding player. It was his breakout game. I think he played 50 out of 56 snaps. He's got 5 touchdowns, the game-time touchdown, and then he tears his knee. He's out for the season. So, and we lose that game. So at that point, I'm like, okay, what else can happen? Go ahead.
Week 3, we're on the road. Great win in Fayetteville. Right. Week 4, come back home to the Shark Tank. Connor Blount leading the NAL with touchdown passes. Absolute quarterback star. Goes down with another season-ending injury.
At this point, I'm ready to hang it up. Because right? I'm thinking, you lose, and you got to remember now, too, after the first game, Jeremiah Price went out.
Yep.
So he hadn't played the last 2 games. So we're out a defensive specialist, an offensive specialist, a quarterback, and a star rookie receiver who probably would have been Iron Man of the Year. So that's 4 weeks, 4 injuries, and I'm going, okay, now what? So.
Then week 5, by the grace of God, we bring in Sam Casanova from Albany.
Yeah, Sam's a good player. I mean, he's MVP of the league for a reason. And then, of course, then Sam says, hey, I got this guy that's a friend of mine, the kicker named Mark. You know him? I'm like, yeah, I know Mark. So then we brought Mark in. So we brought both those guys in, and then it's been lights out ever since.
Yeah, we've had an amazing couple of weeks. And then let's fast forward to Saturday's game. Yeah. Mark Orozco goes out. What update do we have on him, Coach?
Mark's out for the season. He's got an ACL sprain or ACL tear or whatever they want to call it. And he's just a good guy. And I felt so bad. It was a non-contact. Nobody hit him, just towards ACL. And so now he's out. So I got on the phone, and obviously, people already know. So I was able to get on the phone and get hold of Nick Belcher, and Belcher will be kicking this week. So that's a huge pickup for us.
And let's talk about last week's game. I mean, we had an amazing 63-35 win at the Shark Tank. What stood out to you about this game?
It sounds crazy. I'm not being a coach. We played really bad. We just did. We blew assignments. We ran wrong routes. We didn't tackle. There was a lot of bad things that we didn't do that's not custom to what I want us to do, and we still won by 30.
Yeah.
So the good news is we can play a bad game and still win. If it's like I said before, if you look at some of the games we lost, to play as bad as we did and still lose by 1, I'm okay. But you're not blowing us out. I'm not going to get beat 63-60. Or I'm sorry, I'm not going to get beat 63-30. That's not going to happen. So that was the good thing. But we played really bad, and I think the players with 2 straight trips to Texas and the grind, were beat up. So it all culminated into a really sloppy, ugly game from my view.
Understandable. So it's a Shark Bite tradition. We have to talk about this food at the table right now. This is a buffalo chicken dip, Coach. I mean, it looks very good.
I can rattle off everything they have here between that, the Cajun shrimp, The munchies, which are great, which are only $6. You gotta love those.
$6 munchies.
$6
Love that.
munchies, the quesadillas. My son's got a wing order. My other son wants me to get him a dessert. So there's so much here to eat. I keep looking at it. I tried to munch on it off camera,
Right?
but I'll get something when the show's over. But if you haven't been here, the food's outstanding.
We love island wings, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit later in the show.
Okay.
Let's go to a break.
We're ready for battle for ourselves and for you. A season of excitement and fun with the Sharks is here. We're prepared. Now it's fins up in the Shark Tank, leaving it all on the field. And it's you, our fans, who give us the strength to fight for victory. And our final goal, your Jacksonville Sharks are back, and they're chasing a ship. Get your tickets today.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at iknowjax.com.
Welcome back to Island Wings on Southside Boulevard for another episode of Shark Bites. Eddie, I mean, I think with that chant right there, you are that guy. Like,
Apparently I'm that guy.
You are him.
I don't know if I would call myself him, but I'll take it. I'll take the compliment.
You are a fan favorite. I mean, it's evident just right here with that little cheer for yourself. And you know, I've been around the Sharks for a long time, and I know you don't want me to say this, but I gotta say it. I gotta say it, it's my job. You are the only player that I'm ever aware of to have their own fan club on Instagram.
Yeah, that's a new experience for me too.
They love you.
They can't get enough.
They call themselves the Brills Babes. I mean, every single thing you like, they talk about it, they freak out, they love you.
Yes,
So that's awesome.
they're very kind. It's very flattering, to say the least. I definitely don't know how to react a lot of the time, but it's very nice and I'm very appreciative.
I mean, I saw a sign about this big with your name on it and about 1,000 candies, and it seemed like it was a sauna to you.
Yes,
So,
that was pretty cool. Big shout out to Carrie and Richard. That was very nice of them to do that. So
the fans love you. So let's talk about this game.
yes.
Orozco goes down early in the first half. Walk me through what happens next.
So obviously, it's you hate to see it, especially with how he reacted. A guy that you consider a brother, a teammate. It's never easy.
Of course.
But I mean, Coach Gibson preaches it. There's always the next man up. There's a solution to every problem, and we were faced with a big problem when he goes down. He's the best kicker in the league. So when that obviously opens up, there's a big void to be filled. I kicked back in high school a little bit. I played quarterback, of course, but I kicked a little bit, some extra points. I had mentioned that to Coach Gibson. He trusted me enough to throw me out there, and that first one was a little bit rough, but I think we figured it out. The onside kick went well. It definitely there was a lot of practice reps in the tunnel, which is harder than I thought it was going to be, but definitely felt supported by my guys and by Coach Gibson.
So was it Coach going back into the sideline saying, like, we need a kicker, somebody step up right now? Or there had been conversations of, hey, Coach, I can kick, come worst case scenario?
So there may have been a comment, I wouldn't call it a conversation necessarily, back a few months ago where I had mentioned that I had done that. I had overheard Coach telling, I think it was Coach Charlie, that we'll just throw Brill in at kicking specialist.
Oh, they were going to throw you in anyway.
I didn't know, so it was definitely kind of a spur of the moment, but I was confident enough to at least get the ball in play.
Yeah,
so.
you were going in whether or not you were ready or not. So
Exactly.
you guys get ready.
Exactly.
That's awesome. But I mean, again, you mentioned first one, a little rough, but then you got the groove in it. And I mean, I'll say it was like a perfectly executed onside kick.
Thank
it
you
looks
for
pretty
saying
good.
that. Thank you for saying
pretty
that.
good.
I remember I watched the game back on YouTube and they called it an accidental one, which
Accidental, perfect.
I know, they're synonymous,
purpose.
aren't they? Isn't that the same thing?
I mean, it looked good.
And it worked out for us. Shout out to Jabari Gorman for recovering it.
Right?
I think it was definitely a play that we needed to make. I think we needed a kind of spark, and it was nice that the kickoff unit was able to get it going there. But yeah, I'm just glad it went our way. You know?
And I think, we have to talk about your ability to really step up to pressure. I mean, being a backup quarterback, Connor goes down on April 30th. You haven't played but one play in a game to go out in the Shark Tank in front of 6,000 people.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we almost won that game.
Yeah.
Almost won that game.
Got within a point. I think I was prepared really well by the coaches. I think I've got a really, really great team around me, and it makes those big moments, those bright lights, a lot easier to kind of work through. And I think at the end of the day, this is what I signed up for. It's what I get paid to do. I'm there to step up, So whatever I can do to make this team better, to help us win, I'm happy to do so.
We love you, Eddie. The fans love you. You are an amazing teammate, and we just love you all around.
Thank you very much.
You're awesome, Eddie.
Thank you very much.
So that's it for now with Eddie. We'll be right back after this break.
We're ready for battle for ourselves and for you. A season of excitement and fun with the Sharks is here. We're prepared. Now it's fins up in the Shark Tank, leaving it all on the field. And it's you, our fans, who give us the strength to fight for victory. And our final goal, your Jacksonville Sharks are back, and they're chasing a ship. Get your tickets today.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at iknowjax.com.
On Southside Boulevard. Tevin Wilson, is there something you want to tell the fans?
Yeah, it's been a long time, and I'm back. Fins up.
We are so happy to have you back, Devin. I can tell you this past almost a year now since you've been in a Shark uniform.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to think about. I mean, you are the Shark that the fans love the most. What have you been up to these past 10 months?
Just trying to focus on myself, stay ready so I don't have to get ready. It's been a process, and during this time, it's allowed me to kind of regroup. Sometimes when you're going through things in life, you really don't realize what you need to somewhat kind of focus back on, and it's allowed me to do that. I've transitioned high schools. I'm a high school coach from Andrew Jackson over to Oakleaf High School now.
Awesome.
Been spending a lot of time with my psychologist, Dr. Roberts. She's been helping me out a lot. And then, just training with Coach Floyd, who is the high school coach over at Oakleaf and one of the best trainers in the world. And then Jared Neesmith, who is a wide receivers coach at B2B. So just staying ready so I don't have to get ready. So I'm excited.
Have you been watching the team, following us this whole season?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? A lot of boys on the team still, that I'm very close with. Cameron Solomon, Marvin Ross, you know what I'm saying? Even Eddie Brill, I kind of built a relationship with him over the offseason, working out with him here and there. And then, some guys too, Marquell Wade, got the chance to coach one of his younger cousins and stuff at one of the high schools I was at. And definitely been keeping up. It's hard to miss, what they've been doing, what Coach Gibson's been doing. Shark Nation has always been a part of me. So, I'm always going to support wherever I'm at.
Now, there was some question of were you coming back? Were you going to be a Shark? Was there ever any doubt that you were going to be a Shark?
Nah, never in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I think I've always stated from day one that I want to be here. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee originally. I moved my whole life down here when I started playing with the Sharks, and I really intend for this to be the last uniform I ever put on. So, hopefully we can make that happen. Go through the rest of the season. Bring another championship back to Duval, and then bring a couple more after that.
And I mean, this team is pretty good, and I think you're just going to add to it and make us even better. What do you hope to contribute to this team going forward?
I'm just trying to get in where I fit in. I think my play speaks for itself. What I bring to the table, not only as a player, but as a leader in the locker room, but also, to other teams. I do understand, what I've done in the past and how successful I have been. And, I'm just trying to, take some of that, add it to the mixture that they got going on and, just at the end of the day, bring this championship to Duval.
And what does it mean to you to be a Shark again?
Oh, it means a lot. The Jacksonville Sharks kind of, in a way saved my life, when teams weren't calling. Back in 2017, they gave me a shot to come down here when the NAL first started. Won the first championship, the inaugural one, and it's been history ever since. It's amazing. I got a shark tattooed on my leg.
Do you?
Yeah. So
oh my
it's
gosh,
like,
I love that. That's dedication right there.
So
you couldn't wear another uniform. It would be
It would have been hard. It would have been hard.
It would have been a sin.
Yeah, it would be really hard. But at the end of the day, like I said, this was always home for me, and I don't plan on going nowhere.
Now, everybody has been saying free Uno. You've always been number one. Marvin Ross is number one.
Yeah.
What number are you wearing?
I'm gonna wear 11. You know what I'm saying? Marv's one of my guys. He's been doing his thing. I wore 11 in college. That was my number in college. But also, Jonathan Bain is a good friend of mine. We actually started playing arena football together in Richmond in 2015. And, he just went through the injury he had. And, I want to kind of dedicate this season, to him,
awesome.
And wear the number to
awesome.
represent him. And, hopefully he'll be with me out there a little bit.
Well, Devin, we are so excited to have you back. We cannot wait to see you play in the Shark Tank on the 26th. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We're ready for battle for ourselves and for you. A season of excitement and fun with the Sharks is here. We're prepared. Now it's fins up in the Shark Tank, leaving it all on the field. And it's you, our fans, who give us the strength to fight for victory. And our final goal, your Jacksonville Sharks are back, and they're chasing a ship. Get your tickets today.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at iknowjax.com.
For another episode of Shark Bites. Dave, it's crazy to think
yes.
we only have 3 home games left.
That's right.
It seems like just yesterday we were in the office planning them all.
That's right. That was back in January.
I know.
You're correct.
And now we only have 3 left.
Yep. But we have one of the fan favorites coming up on Monday Night Football.
Monday, June 26th. Are you
That's
ready?
True. Yes, we are.
Ready for
fan favorite Star
Wars
Wars
night. Oh my. Star Wars night.
Star Wars.
Yours worked. Mine did not work.
The first 1,000 kids under the age of 12 get a lightsaber as they're walking into the arena.
Those are pretty cool. And I mean, they're not just any lightsabers, they're Shark lightsabers.
That's correct.
May the force be with you. We're super excited.
Fan favorite, first 1,000 kids into the doors. Look forward to having you.
Now, there is so much more to a Sharks game than just football. While we love football, you can do so much more.
Right.
And you're in charge of those things, Dave.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
What are some of the fun things that people can add to their experience at a Sharks game?
Okay, well, let me start it off as we look at Sharks football as we play football and there's a KISS concert here. We're like right in the middle.
I love
there's
that.
Music, there's dancing, there's excitement all the time. And that's what we want to do for our fans.
That is a great analogy. I think that's an analogy. I think that's the word.
Yes.
But I love it.
Thank you, thank you. We try to create an experience. We try to create an experience for the fans, and they can add on to just coming and buying a ticket. We have a pregame party outside for 2 hours. It's called Shark Fest.
Shark Fest. We love Shark Fest.
That people can walk by and talk to our vendors, talk to our sponsors. Once they walk in, we have an indoor tailgate that they could be a part of. It's called Shark Walk. That they can have hamburgers and hot dogs before the game, and then they can high-five the players as they're coming out of the locker room onto the field. That's pretty cool. A lot of kids really love that.
Yeah. And I might be biased here, but I gotta say, I think we have the best pregame in show.
I think we do too.
And I think the Shark Walk is the perfect way to experience just how cool that is.
That's true. To see a team come out of a locker room and get together and go on the field one at a time, it's really something you got to see at least once.
And I know you're also in charge of something very fun. You can have a birthday party with the Sharks.
That's true. That's true. We usually have sometimes multiple birthday parties at the Sharks. Very inexpensive, and there's food. The Chum, our mascots, come visit them. They also get to come down and high-five the players before the game starts. So it's a really great experience for the kids.
So Shark Walk is included in your birthday party?
It is included in the birthday party.
That's awesome. And then another cool thing you do is groups.
That's
you
true.
are the group guy. That is like, of all the umbrellas that you have, groups is like the number one.
That's true. That's something I really enjoy. I enjoy having people, whether it's 10 or whether it's 1,000. Our biggest customer comes with 1,000, and we just make a great experience for them, their families, their employees. We give them an experience. We get them onto the field before the game. We just do a lot of special things, for them. We just don't hand them a ticket. We hand them an experience for the evening.
That's awesome. And now, how can somebody get in contact with you who wants to do Shark Bites, birthday parties, Shark Walks, groups? How can they get in contact with you?
They can go to jacksharks.com. They can eat.
We're ready for battle for ourselves and for you. A season of excitement and fun with the Sharks is here. We're prepared. Now it's fins up in the Shark Tank, leaving it all on the field. And it's you, our fans, who give us the strength to fight for victory. And our final goal, your Jacksonville Sharks are back, and they're chasing a ship. Get your tickets today.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at iknowjacks.com.
Welcome back to Island Wings on Southside Boulevard for Shark Bites. All right, Coach, it's that time of the show where we talk standings.
Well, I think right now there's still the Gunslingers still in first.
Yep.
We're coming up in second place, 6-2. Carolina's in third. Fayetteville's fourth. Who knows after that? I don't know. The rest of them.
Right?
That's the bottom of the barrel. But I mean, right now it looks like a 4-team race. I still think West Texas is going to make a push. and be in the playoffs at the end of the day. I feel like they got the most upside. So, you know, it's a grind right now. I feel like we're in the Wednesday part of the season, getting ready to top it over.
I think we know what that was.
Yeah. So I'm sure somebody just walked in.
Yeah.
And so it's a good part of the year.
And this week we're going to good old Albany. Oh, Albany. Where do we even begin? I think right now they don't have a quarterback, the last I heard.
No, they picked somebody up. AB's going to play.
Is he, though?
He's going to play.
We've heard this before.
Yeah,
he was suiting up, Coach.
I think he's going to play.
You actually think he's going to play?
I do.
AB against our defense. What are your thoughts?
This is a hard game to pick up if you haven't played arena football. I don't care who you are. I've had NFL players before, and they can't, unless you know the game, it's difficult. But you know what? It's good for the fans. I heard the season tickets are, I heard the tickets are through the roof. They've invited the old Albany Firebird players from the 90s.
Wow.
Cool fact, I was on that team for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, I was a practice squad player, so I know some of those guys. So
gosh.
I'm excited to see these guys from the 90s. They got a big block Juneteenth party, which is outstanding. They got it's just a lot going on. It's going to be a packed game, packed crowd, all eyes on Albany, and we get to be the center of attention. I'm excited for our players. I'm excited for the league. I'm excited for everyone. I'm excited for the fans. It's fun.
Yeah, I think, you know, last time we played Albany, lights out. We are on a 4-game winning streak. I mean, it seems as of right now we're unstoppable. Do you like to think of that as a coach?
You know, I don't take anybody for granted. I put nothing past anybody. I would have bet my house that we were going to beat Orlando, and you saw how that worked out.
Yeah.
But we're clicking right now. If we're healthy and you know, we'd have to make a lot of mistakes for somebody to sneak up on us and steal one from us. But I'm going to go up there with the same mentality of it's a big game for us. Everybody's going to be watching, and I'm going to show out.
And for the past 2 weeks in a row, we have been #1 in the NAL media poll. I know you don't like those polls, but I had to make a comment about it. The media thinks we're the best team.
It's better than being #7.
That's true.
So I'll take it.
That is true.
Kind of puts a bullseye on your back. You know, it's harder to play when you have those expectations. It's harder to get up every day for practice and get up for the games because you're going to get everybody else's #1 game. And so, and the Sharks are used to it. They were winning before I got here, so I'm just happy to be part of it.
Every single week we are out here for Shark Nights. We get here at 6 p.m. Filming starts at 7. I mean, just look at this crowd tonight.
Yeah, I walked in tonight and I was like, it's a big crowd. And it's always a big crowd here. It's always great food. They got the bar. It's great for your kids. My kids love coming here. It's becoming a Tuesday night tradition to come hang out at Island Wings. And
so every week we give away something. This week we're giving away a football, a cup, and a shirt.
And $1,000. No,
and
I'm just playing. So, no, they do a lot of good giveaways. You know, and Fate walks around, and you know, it's a chance to meet the players, get giveaways, have great food, and it's a great spot.
Go Sharks!
Go Sharks! See you in the Shark Tank.